Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are making pizza tonight. I am Rob, and the pizza we're making tonight is a signature pie. This is one that I kind of came up with, experimented this last weekend with a big group of family that were over here for a pizza night. Was a hit, everybody loved it. Thought let's go ahead and make a video on what I'm calling, the current signature pizza at Rob's Patio Bistro here at the house. So everybody who's into pizza at home, making pizza at home, got a backyard pizza oven or you're cooking pizza in your house, the first part of being successful, right, is having good dough. I feel like I've done pretty good there. I've got some doughs that I really like. And then it's getting your cook down, your cook technique down. And I've kind of feel like I've gotten pretty good there as well. On the, I've been cooking a lot on the Gosney Arc XL. Love that oven. After that, it's playing with pizzas. I've kind of been using the same dough, been pretty consistent, getting great cooks. Now it's getting creative. Now it's having some fun with some pizzas. And I've landed on this signature pizza that we're calling the Mexican. All right, let me grab a pan here and let's get started. Okay, we are calling this the Mexican because it's kind of got that Mexican food kind of influence and flavors, which I really like. Why not take Mexican flavors and put it on a pizza? It works. So I'm going to show you today my signature pizza, the Mexican, how we're going to build it. Let's go over first what the ingredients are. We've got some ground beef. We've got some chorizo, lots of flavor with the chorizo. Now, I'm using ground beef and beef chorizo. A lot of people like pork chorizo, which is fine. If I were going to do pork chorizo, I would probably do ground pork, work just as well. So a little beef, a little chorizo. We're going to go with our regular tomato sauce. Our cheese is where we're going to change it up a little bit. If you don't know, in the Mexican cuisine, if you go down to Mexico, I used to live in El Paso for about 15 years. And the food there's way better than over here in Houston, just saying. What I found was the cheese they use in a lot of their cuisine, whether it's shredded on tacos, whether it's in enchiladas, breakfast foods, on huevos rancheros, it's Muenster cheese. And on pizza, it works. It's a melty cheese. It's got great flavor. It works really well, and it ties into the theme that we're doing, which is this Mexican cuisine. Then we've got some candied jalapeños that I made that we're going to finish the pizza with. We've got some pickled jalapeños that's going to go on. And we've got salsa falsa. If you haven't seen my video on making this, I got this from Jonathan Zaragoza. His channel's awesome. Made this. It's been delicious to eat on. I had a big container of it. This is what's left after the weekend. All right, let's start making this pizza. For me at home, I'm gonna do some of this prep work before people come over. But for the video, I'm gonna show you what we're doing. We're gonna take some ground beef and I'm just gonna break it up. I've already got a pan on and kind of got it warmed up and going. Gotta wash your hands. On our ground beef, we're gonna go a little bit of salt. Gotta have a little flavor. And we're gonna get a lot of flavor from this chorizo. So I'm not gonna add a lot of spice or anything like that, like cayenne pepper, smoked paprika, some garlic powder. Not gonna do that. The star is going to be the chorizo. The ground beef is just kind of another vehicle to help carry this flavor and give me some more coverage on the pizza. So we're gonna get some pepper in here, just some black pepper. And that's all we're gonna do. Let's just break this up a little bit. So if you've watched any of my videos or listened to our podcast, I love Mexican cuisine. I live in Texas. My wife is Mexican. So obviously I'm married to a Mexican family and I love all the flavors. I also love pizza. So why not combine the two? And that's kind of what we've done here. This is all prepped. Be careful with chorizo. There's casings on here. All right, once we got this chorizo in, it just hits the pan and you can already start smelling this great flavor. So I think, chorizo with the beef, adding that little flavor combination is big on this pizza. But I think the other big component that a lot of people might not think about is that cheese. Going with that Muenster cheese is is the real deal to get kind of that Mexican type of flavor on this. It's one of the things I love about pizzas, burgers, sandwiches, all these kind of things. Creativity is such a big part of having these foods at home, being able to do some fun stuff. Oh yeah, this is smelling fantastic. You know his name. Say it with me. Michael Scott. So yeah, I think this is in a good spot. We're going to go ahead and take this off. So I'm going to turn the burner off. And I'm going to go right into this little bowl. And I'm actually glad it's a little cool in here and the countertop's cold, because I do want this to cool down a little bit. All right, I got the oven on, letting that temp come up. We're really close, so we're gonna get ready to start building this pizza. By the way, are you a metal peel or a wooden peel kind of pizza cooker? I'm a big fan of the wooden peel. I have a couple of metal peels, that perforated one, but really just like the wooden one. Let me know in the comments, are you a metal or wood when it comes to the pizza peel? What we know we need for this pizza, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We talked about it, the Muenster cheese, one of the stars that makes this pizza. So I've got some left from our bake the other night. Just gonna use our box grater, shredding enough to cover a pizza. I think this will be enough. All right, I think we got everything ready to go. I'm going to get a spoon for this salsa falsa. Man, that stuff's so good. Looks like there's avocado in there. There's not. This is made without it. You have to check out the recipe to see how this is made. Absolutely delicious. Make sure you like heat, because it's kicking with some heat. All right, we got some doughs. I'm using semolina. Always use semolina. Like it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the world's best pizza dough, what do you call this? Forming pizza, slinging pizza. Shit, my mind went blank. What do you call this? Dough slinging, but I get the job done and it comes out pretty good. I've gotten some comments that you don't know how to form dough. Okay. All right. But it tastes good. Pretty good looking dough. All right, let's get a little semolina on our board. And we're going to take this and put her on. And now we build. Let me see if I can get a little bit better circle here. I'd be doing this in the backyard, but it's too damn hot still here in Houston. Another couple months. It's funny to say when we're in September, but another couple months and we'll be out back building pizzas. All right, gotta have still a little Parmesan Reggiano. You might be going, well, that's not Mexican. Nah, this is a fusion, right? It's pizza, so you still gotta have it. All right, after that, we are going to come down with our meat. It's my pizza, my hands. Nobody else is eating this, so I washed them, so it's fine. So we're gonna have a little spice, like I said, with the salsa falsa. We're gonna have some jalapeños. I do want a little sweet on there too, so I've got some caramelized onions that I've done. We're gonna throw some of those all over, just kind of give you that bite of sweetness, you know, with that heat. It's always kind of nice. Now, I will say, usually I am less is more, you know, few ingredients, let those shine through. But, you know, there's something about the combination of these flavors, it just works. And so that's what we're going with today. We got some pickled jalapeños. These are the medium, You know, I couldn't get, I would prefer the hot, but even though I'm married to a Hispanic and well, she likes heat, but a lot of her family members can't take the heat. All right, now we're coming in with a little salsa falsa. We're just gonna kind of dab this all over. I'm doing this where the cheese is on top because I want all of these. One, I don't want anything to burn, so the cheese is gonna kind of cover it up. But two, I want it to all kind of marry together and kind of push down and get those flavors kind of getting to know each other. All right. Last but not least, we're going to go with our cheese here. All right, let's give her a little slide check. All right, there she is. She's built. Let's go outside. Let's launch this thing. Give her a cook. See what we think. All right, our temperature. I just turned down the oven. We're at 822. I'm sure this bottom's got to be nice and hot. Let's get a little temp read on this. Yeah, we're at 800. All right, here we go. Let's get this baby in. All right, starting to come up pretty quick. That bottom's so hot. Let's go ahead and give it a turn. All right, we're back. We had to bring it inside. I'll tell you what, tried to do it outside at the pizza oven on the table. Too damn hot, not only for me, cameras kept overheating. So had to shut her down for a few minutes. Pizza's been resting not too long, still pretty warm. We're gonna let her cool off. A little cooler than I would have liked, but that's all right. You get the idea of what we have here. This is our pizza. Good looking pizza. I say let's give her a cut, give her a taste. I already know how good it is because I've been making it. But if you get this look on top, you can see where this green salsa, the salsa falsa is, our candied jalapeños, some jalapeños to chorizo with the ground beef. I can tell you right here, this is going to be a delicious bite. We got nice undercarriage underneath here, so looking pretty good. It's got nice crisp to it. That is just an explosion of flavor. I mean, you gotta like a little heat because this is in that Mexican category. So it's got a little heat with that salsa falsa, little jalapeno. That pickled jalapeno, you still get that tang on it, which I like. And then that candied jalapeno, you get a little bit of sweetness with a little bit more heat. The chorizo, the cheese is a huge differentiator here. Makes all the difference in that salty, kind of melty flavor. My new signature pizza. Everybody who's tried it, it's loved it. I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have a signature pizza that you're making at home that hits with your family and guests that come over for pizza night. And if you haven't already, like the video, hit that notification bell. You'll get notified when we put out new videos. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a bunch. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Pizza, gotta love it. Mexican food, gotta love it. It's kind of a marriage made in heaven, and it's delightful to your taste buds. We'll see you guys on the next one.